With hybrid work pretty much being the new normal, keeping your company's data safe across a million different devices is a huge, huge challenge. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the tool that's built to solve exactly that, Microsoft Intune. So let's kick things off with a question that probably keeps a lot of IT admins up at night. Your team is everywhere. They're at home, in coffee shops, on the road, using company laptops, their own tablets, even their personal phones. With all that freedom, how can you be sure your company's sensitive data is actually secure?
And yeah, that's really the heart of the problem today. I mean, the shift to hybrid and remote work has been amazing for getting things done. But for IT, it's a massive headache. All of a sudden, you're not just managing devices inside the four walls of an office, you're trying to secure the sprawling, constantly changing network of endpoints. And you have to do all that while making sure your team can, actually work.
Okay, so how on earth do you even begin to tackle a challenge like that? Well, that brings us to our main event. What exactly is Microsoft Intune? All right, to put it simply, it's Microsoft's big answer to that modern IT problem we were just talking about. It's a cloud-based service, and it's designed to be the central command for your entire device ecosystem. Its whole job is to manage who gets access to what and to make it way easier to control every single app and device your organization uses, from desktops and phones all the way to virtual machines.
This visual, it's a perfect way to think about it. Imagine Intune is like this giant protective umbrella for your whole digital workspace. It's shielding your organization by pulling everything together under one roof. All your users, the apps they need, and every last device they use to get their job done. So instead of juggling all those pieces separately, Intune gives you one single place to control it all.
Okay, so we get it, it's a central hub, but what does it actually do? Let's break down its core jobs: managing identities, apps, and of course, devices.
And that really is the million-dollar question, right? It's one thing to say Intune manages everything, but the real magic is in how it does it. Because let's be real, not all devices are the same.
And this is where it gets really smart. On the left, you've got your company-owned devices. For these, Intune uses something called Mobile Device Management, or MDM. Think of this as full-on control. IT can push security settings, configure Wi-Fi, the whole shebang. But then on the right, you've got personal devices, like an employee's own smartphone. For those, Intune uses a much lighter touch called Mobile Application Management, or MAM. It doesn't take over their whole phone, it just puts a secure bubble around the specific work apps like Outlook or Teams. It's surgically separating the company data from their personal life. Pretty clever, right?
And get this isn't just for one kind of tech. Intune works across a massive range of platforms. For desktops, we're talking Windows, macOS, and even Linux. And on the mobile side, it covers everything from iPhones and iPads to the entire Android universe. That kind of versatility is absolutely crucial for any organization today. Now, here's a really important thing to understand. Intune isn't some lonely island operating all by itself. Its real power, its real muscle, comes from how it plugs into other tools and services. It's all about the ecosystem. And seriously, this is a point we've got to hammer home. A tool like this is only ever as good as the company it keeps. Intune was built from the ground up not just to be a standalone product, but to be the connective tissue for your entire endpoint management and security strategy. So, as you'd probably expect, it works hand in glove with other Microsoft services. It's deeply connected with Microsoft 365 for deploying apps like Outlook and Teams. It hooks into Windows Autopilot, which makes setting up a brand new PC almost automatic. And, this one's huge, it partners up with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint to check if a device is safe and compliant before it can access anything. But, and this is super important, it's not a walled garden. Intune also plays really well with others. It links up with managed Google Play to securely roll out Android apps, it uses Apple tokens to manage iPhones and Macs, and it even integrates with tools like TeamViewer for remote help. This just proves it's built for the real world where we all use a mix of different technologies.
So you bring all these pieces together, the device management, the app control, the integrations, and what do you get? You get this powerful mix of top-notch security and, believe it or not, simplicity.
Let's talk about the actual payoff here. First off, it makes life way easier for your users with single sign-on, so they can just log in once to get to all their stuff securely.
Second, it puts security and compliance on autopilot, making sure every device is up to code without anyone having to do manual checks. And third, it empowers your team with tools like a self-service company portal where they can grab approved apps themselves, which means fewer calls to the help desk.
And that's really the whole point, isn't it? Intune is designed to solve that huge security puzzle without making life harder for your employees. It gives the company the strong protection it needs while keeping the experience smooth and productive for the user. It's all about security that helps you work instead of getting in your way.
Which kind of brings us full circle and leaves us with one final thought. As work keeps changing, the lines of the traditional office are just going to get blurrier and blurrier. So the question to leave you with is this. Is your organization's endpoint strategy really, truly ready for whatever comes next?